content, might leave it up. But give me 1 second. Let me just make sure the YouTube is up, and I might say, like I said, I might kind of backtrack a little bit just because. Okay, so we're back on YouTube. Okay, I'm talking. I am unmuted. Okay, so let me just absolutely. That's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna do a voiceover because y'all, I started this masterclass and then I was on mute the whole time, so y'all missed the whole 8 minutes of me giving the spiel. But long story short, right? This is day 2 of the masterclass, the Thinking from the End Manifestation Masterclass. It is a free form and kind of an open discussion on manifestation, what you can expect in the mentorship program that I've created, what you can expect as far as this manifestation process, how we're going to get you from A to B, right? How we're going to give you the steps to actually figure out where A is, right? I talked about yesterday, guys, that your life, right? This manifestation process, you living the life of your dreams is like your GPS, right? When you put in your GPS that you want to go to Walmart, there's 50,000 Walmarts in America. And we're just talking about in America. Over the world, way too many, right? But in America, there's 50,000 Walmarts. So saying you want to go to Walmart, that's not specific enough. I need to know which Walmart you want to go to, okay? So once you actually figure out, okay, this is the Walmart I want to go to, right? And this is the process that most people take to get to their goals. They don't do it the way that's easy and the ease and flow way. They go backwards. They say, okay, well, this is where I want to be. This is how I want to get there. And then they don't know what their starting point is, right? So when you put in your GPS, I want to go to Walmart on 8th Street, it's going to ask you which route you want to take. Do you want to take one with less turns, the suggested route, the fastest route? Which route do you want to take? But until you tell your GPS where you are located, your location, you are going nowhere fast. You are not going to be able to get on the road to your dreams if you do not know where you are, guys. I say all that to say self-awareness is the first step of the manifestation process. Any manifestation mentor, coach, or program that tells you otherwise is only giving you half of the process. You absolutely need to know where you are today. How do you see yourself? Because if you expect to get on the road to your dreams and you don't even know where you are, how do you know where to turn? If you put in your GPS, I want to go to Walmart, but I don't have a starting location, your GPS can't tell you where to go because it doesn't know where you're starting at. Does that make sense? So I want you guys to be comfortable. Well, honestly, I'm not even going to say comfortable. I want you guys to be okay with or be open to, right, being able to look at yourself because that is the first step. If you are not self-aware, right? If you go in immediately, well, I want to be a millionaire. Okay, well, I'm a millionaire. I'm confident. You start doing all these affirmations. You're just trying to pile on. You're piling on more affirmations on top of the foundation of who you believe you are today. So those affirmations aren't going to stick. I told you guys for 4 years, I've been in this manifestation world. I doubled my income. I released 45 pounds of weight. I wrote a book. I became a paid speaker. I manifested love in my life. I did all these things, right? But none of them were permanent. None of the things that I did in those 4 years were permanent because I was just doing things differently instead of being a different person. So I was still doing things, but I was doing it in a lack and limitation mindset, right? I was still putting out content, but I was doing it thinking that nobody was going to watch it, right? So I wasn't even aware of who I was in that moment to be able to change it to be the woman that I want to be, if that makes sense. Fast forward, April of this year, I took a manifestation seminar called The How. And my mentor, who is now my mentor, Kathleen, who was doing the seminar, she actually sold the same program that I sold. So for the last 4 years, I sold a program that was created by Bob Proctor. She sold that same program. I had 2 clients in 4 years with the program. She made $1 million in 7 months with this same program. What's the difference? Same exact program, same exact product, very different results. She made $1 million in 7 months on this product, and I sold 2 products in 4 years, right? So I said that to say, I got on her manifestation seminar, and I'm listening to what she's saying. I implement what she's saying, y'all. Within 2 weeks, I monetized my social media. I monetized my social media within 2 weeks of implementing what she told me. And I've been trying to monetize for 4 years. So when I tell you guys that I'm speaking from one experience, I'm speaking from people who know what they're doing. right? My goal is to be a millionaire. My goal is to serve millions of people every single day. And in return for that service, I am paid millions of dollars, right? And I'm learning from people who have done it. I am learning from the greats in this manifestation world. So I'm not coming from, and I'm coming from my own personal experience. Like I said, that flight that I manifested the other day, I had already had that flight booked in main class. I'm in the mentorship program. One of the exercises she had us do was to write out our new life, right? What's the new version of you, right? I know who I am today. Who do I want to be? And the first thing that I wrote on June 27th, the first thing that I wrote in my journal was that I am a woman who always flies first class or private anytime I fly. Period. In the conversation. I wrote that on June 27th. I let it go. I didn't even think about it. Forgot all about it, to be honest. June 30th, I had already had a flight booked. Y'all, the flight was already booked. It was booked in main class. I learned that they moved it up to 10F while I was in the airport. When I got to the gate to actually get on the plane, I learned that they moved it to first class. How does that work? Right? I wrote it down. I believed that that was true for me, and I started to act as if it was true. There's no way, but the reason that I bring that up is there's no way that I could have told you how I was going to manifest the first class flight until after I did it. I can tell you guys step by step now how I did it, 100%. I can tell you every single step I took to get there. But before I took those steps, there was no way for me to know how it was going to happen. So I want you guys to let go of the how. The how is not your responsibility. How you're going to get to your dreams is not your responsibility. Should you have a plan? Absolutely. But y'all have heard the saying, right? Man plans, God laughs. Like, absolutely, you want to have a plan. Let's start with a plan, right? My plan right now is to have 100 of you guys in this program. That's my plan for me manifesting the life that I want to live. Because me doing that helps you manifest the life you want to live. But it might come somewhere else. It's possible that the money could come, the fame, or not really the fame, because that's not really what I want. Although I know I'm going to be famous because of the impact that I want to make. That's not really what I'm going for. That all of that is not up to me, right? That's God's responsibility. So those are the two things that I always want you guys to take from anything that I say. One, you are always manifesting. You are never not manifesting. Your power to create is always on. You were created in the image of your creator. You were given creative powers that allow you to manifest the life you want to live. You're always manifesting. And the second piece is the how is not your responsibility. How you're going to get to your goal, how you're going to be a millionaire, how you're going to provide great service, how you're going to live in this big house, you're going to do all these things. That's not your responsibility, how it happens. Your responsibility is to know that that's what you want, to know what beliefs you need to have to get that life, and to take action in the faith that everything is working out for you. Okay. If you guys looked at my life over the last 3 months, 2 months, last month, you would absolutely believe my life is falling apart. You would believe that I have hit rock bottom. I don't see it like that then. And since I don't see it like that, I'm not getting the results that would show me that I've hit rock bottom. The results that I'm getting is showing me that I'm going up, and I'm going up fast. So I want to take everybody along with me that wants to go up. Okay. So yesterday we talked about the first three steps of the manifestation process, right? We talked about self-awareness. You have to be aware of yourself if you expect to go somewhere else. Like I told you with the GPS, if you want to go to Walmart, you need to let your GPS know where you are today so it can give you the route to get to Walmart. Okay, so self-awareness is the first piece, right? You can ask yourself some questions, and this is the part we're going to spend the most time on in the Thinking from the End manifestation program. The mentorship program, we're going to start with self-awareness, and we might be on self-awareness for 2 weeks. This is a 24-week process, so it is split up into 3 pillars. We have the who am I pillar, the who I want to be pillar, and then the actual being of that person pillar. Right. But in that first pillar of who am I, that self-awareness piece, we are going to spend some time with self-awareness. I want you guys to be very clear about who you are at your core, not who people have told you are, not your labels, not your mom, your sister, your business owner, your Christian, your entrepreneur, right? That's not what I'm talking about when I say who you are. Hello, Jada. Welcome in, babe. That's not who you are. Those are labels that you have to categorize yourself or differentiate yourself from other people. But that's not who you are. Who you are at your core is spirit, is the creator. Whatever, like I said, spirit, source, God, you are one with your creator. You were created in the image of your creator. There's no denying that. So I want you to understand that though, because if you don't even know that you are the creator, you may fall victim to your circumstances very easily. It is very easy to look at the outside world and give it meaning that's negative. Like I told you guys, over the last 2 months, I could really be looking at my life like, damn, shorty, what are you doing? I mean, everything is falling apart. I could look at it like that, but that doesn't serve me. And I honestly don't believe that, if we're being honest. I know for a fact that the way that manifestation works and the way that your manifestation is going to work is that when you tell the universe, you tell God, this is what I want, God, and this is what I'm going to get. Your life currently, you have to die to your present self, right? You have to, what is the phrase? Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. You can only transform your life if you renew your mind. The way to renew your mind is to die to the present mind that you have and to create a new one, right? Create one that's elevated. So right now, yeah, absolutely. It looks like my life is falling apart. It looks crazy from the outside, right? But what's happening is the foundation that was created over my life so far, that I didn't personally create, that foundation is falling apart. That's what's falling apart. My manifestations are actually coming together by the falling apart of the foundation I have currently. Does that make sense? So, but you have to be aware of that. That's an awareness you need to have. If you don't even know that your life is going to fall apart before it comes back together, you may look at your outside circumstances as a indicator that you're not manifesting, that things aren't going well. And that's not what we want to do, right? So self-awareness is the first piece. I'm going to get you guys very, very, very aware of yourselves. We're going to get you into nature. I want you guys outside by yourself. I want you to sit with yourself, silence. All the commotion, the noise that's going on in your head, you need to understand that, because that's going to tell you how you've been living your life and what story you've been telling yourself, right? And then the self-awareness piece, that's going to be a big chunk, right? So I'm not one of those manifestation mentors. I don't create products that give you half-assed results. I don't do that. We're not modifying your life for a time period. We are transforming your life permanently. You will be transformed by the end of this program. Honestly, within the first 2 weeks, your transformation has, honestly, immediately, your transformation is starting. It's actually starting right now, your transformation, right? Because you're starting to hear things different. And the beauty of awareness is that it never leaves. You guys can never unknow what I just told you. I just told you that you're always manifesting. You can't unknow that now. You can't go back and say, oh, nope, I don't know it. Now that you're aware that you're always manifesting, you cannot become unaware. That is a superpower as well. Okay. So self-awareness is the first step. I want to get you clear on who you believe you are today. Do you believe you're successful? Do you believe you're an expert in your field? Do you believe that your field is saturated? Do you believe that it's going to take lots and lots and lots of time, 10 years for you to be successful? Do you believe that the first 5 years in business is going to be, make or break? Like, what do you believe? Because what you believe about yourself is what is manifesting, is the way that your life is set up right now. So if you believe it's going to be hard, if you believe you got to hustle and grind, if you believe you have to get it out the mud, that's what your reality is going to show you. I don't believe in hustle and grinding no more. Y'all will hear me talk about ease and flow in everything I talk about now. On the website for the program, you will see ease and flow on there multiple times. I ain't doing nothing hard. I don't do hard anymore. I don't do things, hustle and grind, get it out the mud, booked and busy. That's not, if that's something that you aspire to, that's great. I'm not the mentor for you, because we're not booked and busy over here. Okay. We are in ease and flow, and we are open to receive all the good that life has. I'm not going out hustling and doing all that. Does that mean I don't do the work? Absolutely not. Let's be clear. I work every single day. I'm working right now. Right? I work when I get on social media. That's my job. But it's ease and flow, right? Versus having to go out, do all these sales calls, hustle hard, get all these clients in. I'm not doing that. Y'all are not going to see me reaching out to you, trying to get you on a call. That's not my style anymore. I'm open to receive. I am open. I'm going to give you all the information you need. I'm going to give you all the tools. And then I'm going to sit back and I'm going to let go and let God. Y'all have heard that statement before. That's an ease and flow statement. Let go and let God. I told you guys I manifested that first class flight. You think after I wrote that down, I was sitting there thinking about it the whole time? Girl, I forgot all about it. I forgot all about it until the 3 days later when I got on the flight and I was in first class. Then I remembered, oh shit, I wrote this down 3 days ago. Right? So self-awareness is the first piece, right? The second piece is getting into the spirit, get inspired, right? There's two ways that you can do something, right? There's a positive and there's a negative. You can do things in lack and limitation, or you can do things in abundance and prosperity. Those are the options, right? Everything, every variation of that falls into that category, lack and limitation or prosperity and abundance. Okay. So when you get inspired, when you get into the spirit, right, that means you are connecting to your oneness. But first, you need to know that you're connected to your oneness, right? That's why we start with self-awareness. So we start with self-awareness because you need to know that you are one with your creator before you can get connected to it, right? So once you are self-aware, you know who you are, you know what you believe about yourself. I want to get you connected to your oneness, to source, to all the good that life has, right? I typically do that through music. You can do it through meditation. You can do it through visualization. You can do it through taking awareness walks. There's lots of ways for you to connect with your creator. But you absolutely need to know that you are one with your creator. You're not separate from, you're one with. So you co-create with God, universe, source, every single day, every single second, every single moment of your life. You are manifesting and you are co-creating with your creator. So I want you to get into the spirit of abundance. Listen to some feel-good music, right? I told you guys yesterday that one of the embodiment practices that we have in the course and that I teach you about, right, is that I want you to develop an inner sense of plenty. What is an inner sense of plenty, right? It's a feeling that you are whole and have everything you need and desire right now. That's what an inner sense of plenty is. I am whole, complete, and I have everything I need and desire in this moment, right? The way that you cultivate that, the way that you create an inner sense of plenty is by looking at all of the abundance that's literally in your life at this very moment. Your phone, abundance. You needed money to buy that phone. These AirPods, abundance. I needed money to buy these AirPods. These pens, abundance. I needed money to buy these pens, right? So whether it's my money or somebody else's money, you are literally sitting in a sea of prosperity and abundance, okay? So once you get into the spirit, once you get inspired, you're then going to create new beliefs. And this is where we left off yesterday. If the old belief was, right, the only way to get money is through working a job, that's a very limiting belief. That is a lack and limitation belief. That's not an abundance and prosperity belief, right? So if the belief is I have to go to work to earn money or to make money, the new belief could be I make sales in my sleep, right? It is so easy for me to make sales while I'm sleeping. I provide so much service while I'm sleeping that I'm still making sales. Very different beliefs, right? So once you create that new belief, this is where we left off, right? The fourth step in the process is to get emotionally involved in this new belief, okay? And this is where affirmations may come in. I have a different take on affirmations. I think that affirmations can be good, but I think that we keep ourselves in the same reality by using affirmations sometimes. A lot of times affirmations go on way too long. Your affirmations, you should be using an affirmation for a maximum of 14 days. You should not be affirming I am confident for 6 months. That means your affirmation is not working. There's two ways that this happens. If you're affirming I am confident, you only affirm things that you do not believe to be true. Can we agree with this? Like, I'm not going to affirm I am confident if I actually am confident. I don't need to affirm it. I already know it, right? It's already a part of my being. So when you're affirming I am confident, there's something in you that feels you're not confident, okay? But if you continue to affirm I am confident over and over and over again, One, you could get the results you want. Your subconscious accepts it. You are confident and you start to act like it. But if the other option is you're affirming that you are confident, I am confident, I am confident. And what you're actually doing is you're reaffirming the fact that you're not confident because you keep pointing out the fact that you are. Like I said, you don't have to affirm something that you believe is true about yourself. I don't affirm that I'm confident. I don't affirm that I'm an expert in the manifestation world. I don't affirm that I can monetize my social media easily. I don't affirm that because I believe it. I know it. Things that I may be affirming is that every time I get on social media, right, I attract ready to invest clients effortlessly and easily. That's something I'm willing to believe, right? But don't get tripped up when it comes to affirmations by saying these affirmations for 3 months at a time, 2 weeks to embody this new belief. Okay. Now, when I said step 4 was the emotion piece, when it comes to emotion, right? Manifestation is feeling and action. Desire, feeling, and action, right? Thoughts, feeling, and action, but feeling and action. You need the feeling, you need the action, but you need the feeling before the action. Because the way that you feel before you do something is going to dictate the outcome. Okay. So when I say that you want to get emotionally involved, if the affirmation is I am confident, right? Saying I'm confident, I am confident, I am confident, I am confident, I am confident over and over again, there's no feeling in that. Did that move you when I said that? Was there any emotion in that? Oh, I'm confident, I am confident, I am confident. No emotion, no feeling, no movement. If I say, you know what? I am confident. I am confident, right? And the way that you do that, you see how that feels different? There's emphasis on it. There's actual emotion attached to it. But the other piece of that is when you say it like that, it gives you the opportunity to remember where you have been confident before. I'm not teaching you guys to be somebody you're not. I'm not teaching you to create a new person version of yourself that you've never been before. I am reminding you of who you've always been. When you got here, when you came through your mother, when you were birthed, you were confident, 100%. There was no affirmation for confidence. You just were confident. And then life happened and people told you that you weren't confident. Certain situations and scenarios told you that you weren't confident. So I'm not teaching you how to create a new version, like create confidence because you don't have it. I'm actually more reminding you that you've always been confident. So when you say, you know what, I am confident. And then you say, you know what, here's some ways in the past that I have been confident. That adds feeling and belief to the new belief. That actually gives it momentum. And then the 5th step is to take inspired action. The key word is inspired. That's why I said you need to get inspired or into the spirit in step 2 before you even start doing anything. Okay? We're not taking action in lack and limitation. We're not taking action in struggle. We're not taking action in the belief that we have to work hard to get where we want to go. That's not going to give us the result we want. I've done this, y'all. I'm not telling you anything I haven't done before. I'm talking from experience, right? And that's the other reason why I created this program. I don't want you guys to have to get it out the mud for 4 years trying to figure this shit out like I did. I've already done the work. My mentors have already done the work. All you have to do is follow the guide and it will work for you. This manifestation process, everything I teach you works every time, everywhere, for every single person. There is no one exempt from this manifestation process. Everybody manifests and everybody can use this process to get where they want to go. So you're going to take inspired action. What does that mean? If I actually believed I was confident, if I believed that wholeheartedly, how would I act? Because just because and this is the other piece with affirmations, you're affirming, you're saying all these things, but you ain't taking no action. You're still taking the same actions you've been taking. That's not in harmony with the new belief. So you have to take action, inspired action in the belief or in the knowing that the belief is actually your belief. Like this is a real thing. What do I mean by that? If you say I am confident and you want to be a content creator, if you get the ability to go live, you need to be on live. That's something that you would do if you believed you were confident, right? Every act that you take, every action you make is an act of self-definition. You are defining who you believe yourself to be with every single action you take. Every single action. Every action you take is an act of self-definition. And me saying that out loud to you guys, like I haven't heard myself say this before, me saying that out loud to you guys just reminded me of the actions that I should, or let me not say that, the actions that I am now going to take. Because I wholeheartedly believe, one, that I'm a millionaire. I wholeheartedly believe that I have hundreds of people in my programs that are changing their lives every single day. I wholeheartedly believe. And I believe that I am that wealth, richness, the good of life is my birthright, right? But if I believe these things, I have to take inspired action in that belief so that I can start to define myself as that person. Because God will hear what you're saying, but more often will watch what you're doing. So you could be saying, oh, I'm confident, I'm confident, I'm confident. I am confident, God. But you're acting as if you're not. You're acting insecure. You're giving yourself excuses for why you're not making shit happen. Okay. So take inspired action. That's the fifth step. So far, we've become aware of our beliefs because we can't do anything until we become aware. We've become aware of our beliefs that are limiting us, that are holding us back. We have gotten to the spirit. So we know what beliefs we have. Let's connect back to our oneness, because these beliefs that we have, those are going to shed themselves more easily when we connect to our oneness. Because there's no way I can believe that I am, I struggle every day and I believe I'm connected to source and all there is over time, right? Immediately, initially, it may not be something that you're aware of. And that's another reason why I created this program and why I have decided to dedicate my life to being a mentor to other people, because I am aware of myself enough. I have so much self-awareness when it comes to me that I can see you. I can see things in you that you don't even see in yourself. That's one of the beauties of having a mentor. Outside of the fact that they've done it before, they're in your corner, they have the blueprint, is the fact that they can point something out in you that you may not see in yourself. And that one thing that they point out could be the thing that takes you over the top, right? So you're going to get into the get inspired, get into the spirit, connect with your oneness. You are God, you are source, you are universe, you are all there is. You have everything you need right now to be successful. Believe that. Okay. Some of us just aren't aware of it, so we need a guide outside of us to help us get there. But you have everything you need right now to be successful. You're then going to create new beliefs. So we can't create new beliefs unless we know what the old beliefs are, right? What are the limiting beliefs? Let's create some empowering beliefs. If the belief is I can't make money unless I go to a job, the new belief is I provide such great service that I make money in my sleep. I make sales in my sleep. I'm sleeping and I'm making money. I'm providing service at all times of the day that I always receive income, right? And then you want to add emotion to that belief, right? So that's where we, create it, make it an affirmation, and we start to add the emotion to it. Not over and over again, not for, 60 days, 2 months, 3 months, 15 days maximum, 14 days maximum. That's how long you need to be using the affirmation. Hello, 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 beautiful. Hello, Yasmina and Callie. 14 days maximum. You should not be affirming something longer than that, because what you're doing is you're actually reaffirming the belief that you're not that thing. Okay. And then you want to take inspired action. Like I said, the key word is inspired. Do not take action in lack of limitation, because you're going to get more lack of limitation. Do not take action in struggle, because you're going to get more struggle, right? We want to take inspired action. And that's why the second step is important, because that's where you get inspired. That's where you get into the spirit. You're going to take the inspired action. And then the last step of the manifestation process, and this is something that I added. This is not something that my mentor, had on with her process, but it's something that I felt was necessary to highlight and to make sure is a part of it, regardless. It's practicing gratitude. After you do all these things that I'm telling you to do, honestly, throughout the day, gratitude is an attitude. You should always have it. You should always be in gratitude at all times. Right? That is probably the most secure way for you to get to more of the good that you want in life, is by being grateful for what you have. So for everything that I'm teaching you guys, I want there to be gratitude throughout the day. I honestly just randomly some days, or not some days, most days, I just randomly think about, what? I'm so grateful. Like, I'm truly grateful for where I'm at. But it took some time to get there. right? I've been affirming, I've been doing gratitude for years, right? But I think now that I'm tapped into my emotions more, it's allowing me to actually believe in what I'm talking about and actually do the things, right? So practicing gratitude is that last step. So we're gonna go through the steps again. So let's say Callie, because Callie's on the TikTok. Callie comes and Callie, Callie says, you know what? I'm gonna invest in this mentorship program. I'm ready to change my life. I'm ready to make this shit happen. Let's get it. Okay. So Callie enrolls. We all start on Monday, 2 days from now. We're all starting at 11 a.m. Okay, Callie is front and center. So the first thing that we're gonna work on with Callie is self-awareness, right? We're going to talk a little bit about what she wants. I want to get her thinking about what she wants. What do you want? What type of life you want to live? What type of car, house, money? What type of pay? Don't want to throw you off. Oh yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Callie. I'll be thrown off though. Go ahead. I'm gonna finish this and then say what you gotta say. But what is it that Callie wants? What type of life does she want to live? Where does she want to live? What type of work does she want to do? Does she want to work? Does she want to just have passive income? What type of life does she see for herself? Right. So we are going to talk a little bit about that. But the first real step is the self-awareness piece. So Callie's going to tell me what she wants. And then we're going to talk about where Callie is today. Because like I said, with the GPS, if Callie wants to go to Paris to live, but she don't even know where she's at currently, she don't even know where she's leaving from, how's she going to get there? So we're going to start with self-awareness. What are your beliefs about yourself? How do you see yourself? What do you think about yourself? Right? What makes you angry? What makes you happy? What makes you sad? What gets you excited? What annoys you? Right? You need to know you. You've been programmed a certain way your whole life. You need to know what that program is, because that programming is running in the background unconsciously and it's creating the life that you have right now. So what this program does, the thinking from the end program, and what this manifestation masterclass is doing, it is making you consciously aware of an unconscious process. I am bringing to your awareness, your conscious awareness, the process of manifestation, which is unconscious. Manifestation is a subconscious thing that you're doing, right? But in order for us to program it properly, we have to be consciously aware of it first to then program it to be automatic. Does that make sense? Right? So self-awareness is the first piece. We're going to spend a good bit of time on this. I'm going to get you guys really clear on who you are at your core, your true essence, not the labels that you've been getting, but who you are as a spiritual being. Right? Then I want you to get clear on who you believe yourself to be. Like I said, what makes you happy, sad, angry? What are your current I am statements? What do you think about yourself? I am happy. I'm insecure, I'm overweight, I'm not an expert in my field, or whatever these things are. I want to get you guys clear on how you see yourself today. Okay, self-awareness. So we're going to start with self-awareness with Callie and with all of y'all. You're going to start with self-awareness. If you're in anything that I'm doing, you're going to start with self-awareness. I don't do anything half-assed. This is a holistic program that gives you every single step you need to be successful. So there is no half-assing it or coming in with half the steps. No, you're going to get all these steps. You're going to do all the steps. Okay. I'm not the mentor that just lets you do whatever you want to do. Now, when I say that, I mean, if you come to me for mentorship and I tell you what to do and you can continually don't do it, that's it. I'm not going to give the energy to it because you aren't giving the energy to it. Right. So self-awareness is the first step. We're going to get Callie self-awareness. And then we want to get her into the spirit of abundance, the spirit of all that she desires. Get her connected to her oneness. I want you to know without a shadow of a doubt. I don't want you to think it. I don't want you to believe it. I want you to know it, right? There's levels of belief. You have need, you have want, you have belief, and then you have knowing. I want you to know that you are one with God. You co-create with God every single day, all along, it never turns off. You're never going to not be manifesting. You're always manifesting. So I want you to be clear on that. I want you to be in the spirit and in the feeling of abundance, because if you're in the feeling of abundance, you're going to attract abundance. If you believe in your consciousness that you are abundant, you're going to get abundance. If you believe that you live a lack of limitation and shit is hard and it's a struggle, that's what you're going to get as well. Okay. So I want to get you into the spirit, get into the spirit of all that you want. Okay. Next, now that we're in the spirit, now that we're in the mindset of abundance versus lack, now we can actually create some empowering beliefs. But think about that. If you're in a lack mindset, if you skip the get into the spirit step and you go straight from self-awareness which, if we're being honest, we probably dug up a lot of things that are negative or not positive. If you go straight from all that negative that you've been thinking about straight to creating new beliefs, those new beliefs are going to be very similar to the first ones. And if they're not going to be as powerful as they could be, right? So you have to get into the spirit first, then create the new beliefs. Because now you're thinking from abundance, you're thinking from possibility, right? Versus thinking from, oh my God, I'm so not confident. Well, what can I program to become? No. We want to go from, oh, I've been confident my whole life. Oh, I'm abundant. Oh, I'm one with God. Like I co-create with God. Hell yeah, let's create the new beliefs, right? So create the new beliefs, empowering beliefs specifically, right? That give you power, that empower you to create the life that you want to live, because you do have to do for God to do that. You have to act for God to react. If you don't act, God's not going to. If you ask for nothing, you get nothing. You do nothing, you get nothing. Okay? So create the new beliefs, and then we're going to add emotion to those new beliefs, because feeling is the secret. Right? Feeling is the secret of manifestation. You have to feel as though this is your life. You are this person. It is actually happening right now. Right? So we talked about the statement, I am confident. Saying I am confident over and over again versus saying, you know what? I am confident. Those have very different feelings, very different emotions. Once we add the emotional aspect to these new beliefs, you're then going to take inspired action. Let me be clear. Inspired. So do not skip step 2, because if you do skip step 2, you're not going to be inspired, because that's the inspiration step. You're just going to be, again, in lack of limitation. Or you could just be neutral, right? It could be that you're not in abundance, not in lack of limitation. You're just neutral, right? But I want you guys to take inspired action. So when you actually start to do the things, when you say, I am confident, I am a content creator who, creates content effortlessly and is monetizing my social media. When you say that being the new belief, you got to act as if that's true. Because if you continue to act as you've always acted, you're going to continue to get the results you've always gotten. So when you create that new belief of I am confident, when you take inspired action, what would I do if I was confident? If I actually believed I was confident, what would I do right now? And then do that thing immediately, in the moment, right there. Like I told you guys, this program that I'm creating, I'm not teaching you how to manifest, in the future. You're going to start today. You're going to see changes immediately. As soon as you start, your life is going to be changed. Now, I want permanent change. I want you to transform. I don't want you to be modified. So I do want and expect you to stay in the program for the full length, because I'm going to stay in it for the full length. I'm going through the program with you guys. I'm creating it with you guys, right? So, but immediately, as soon as you join, honestly, probably when you make the investment to join, shit already is starting to shift for you. Because that right there, that is an act of self-definition. That is a taken inspired action. If you believe that you can have the life that you want to live after we talk about what we're talking about on this masterclass, and you go invest the money for the program, that is absolutely inspired action. That is absolutely defining who you believe yourself to be. And God hears you wholeheartedly. Anytime you circulate money, God hears you. But when you circulate money for the betterment of you, when you're investing in your personal development, your spiritual development, your professional development, when you're investing in you, the return on that is astronomical. I have done this. I've invested thousands, tens of thousands, 20,000s, 30,000s, okay, into my personal development. I'm not telling you guys anything I haven't done. I've spent lots and lots of money, and I'm circulated lots and lots of money, and I will continue to circulate lots of money towards my personal development. I'm in a mentorship program right now. So I'm not telling you guys to do something that I'm not doing. I'm literally in a mentorship program right now, and I'm starting my mentorship program on Monday. Right? So once you take that inspired action, once you start to act, you start to do the things that this new version of you would do, right? Because again, if you expect to actually transform your life, if you expect this change, if you expect shit to really happen, you got to be different. You got to take different action. And it's not even that you're taking different action, you're taking inspired action. You're taking the action in the belief that you are all there is, you are whole, you have everything you need right now. I told you guys, I'm taking the same action today. I did a master class. I do master classes all the time. I've been doing master classes for 4 years. 4 years I've been doing master classes. 4 years I've been selling programs. 4 years I've been creating all these things. I've been trying to monetize social media. But what's the difference between the action I'm taking now and the action I've been taking for the last 4 years, right? This action is inspired. This action is from a belief of empowerment. This action is from a belief of abundance, of wholeness. I'm not acting from lack of limitation. 4 years ago, when I was reaching out, when I was on calls speaking to people, I could not pay my bills. And I was focused on the fact that I couldn't pay my bills. So I'm talking to you about your dreams, but in the back of my head, I can't pay my bills. That energy translates. That is a very strong energy, right? So that's the difference. It's not necessarily the actions you're taking, and it may be. Some people don't take any action, so we want to get you taking action. Some people take all the action in the world, but they take it in the wrong consciousness or the wrong mindset, and we want to get you on the right path too, right? So what this program does is it meshes your masculine and your feminine energies. You have both. Women have both, men have both. We both have both. We both have feminine, we both have masculine. It doesn't mean man or woman, it's an energy. The masculine is the doing, the action, the gathering, the hunting, right? So there is work you're going to have to do. I'm not going to teach you guys how to just, well, let me not say that. There's actions you're going to have to take. There's work you're going to have to do, right? But the masculine piece is not as powerful without the feminine. What's the feminine? The emotions, right? The inspiration, the getting into the spirit, the self-awareness piece, the spirituality. That's what I define my program as, spirituality and personal development meet to create manifestation. That's what this is about. It's about your spiritual essence, connecting that to the work you're actually doing so that you can create the life you want to live. Okay? So take that inspired action. And lastly, you're going to practice gratitude every single day, all day long. I want you guys to be in the attitude of gratitude, because if you're in the feeling of being thankful, you're going to get more things to be thankful for. If you're in the feeling of being grateful, you are going to act as if you're grateful. And if you act as if, God is going to react to you as if. Like I told you guys, you are always co-creating. You're co-creating with God all the time. Every single second of the day, you are co-creating. God's responsibility is the how. How am I going to make this work? None of your concern. That's God's responsibility. Your responsibility is to have the desire, to have the right beliefs that would fuel that desire, and to walk in absolute faith that everything is happening for your betterment. And you need a mentor. Okay, so I said all that to say that's the step-by-step process that I'm going to take all of you guys through in this manifestation program, right? Thinking from the end, like I said, it's a 6-month program, 24 weeks. Every Monday at 11 o'clock, we are going to have a live mentorship session, right? Every Monday for the next 24 weeks. So the way that I've set this up is that the last Monday that we meet is the last Monday of the year. So that next Monday, when we start the new year, your life is going to be totally a 180 from where it is today. Like, you honestly probably won't even know, like, who was that girl, right? So we're going to meet live every day for 24 weeks. It will be a recorded session. The session will be recorded, because what I'm doing is I'm creating the actual program while I'm creating the program. So at the end of the 24 weeks, every lesson that we've had together for the live sessions, that will actually be the course. And every embodiment section, all the practices, the exercises, your homework that you guys have each week, that is going to be your workbook. And you have lifetime access to this program. When you invest in the program, you invest in the mentorship and the community, but you're always going to have the community and you always have the program. So if we spend the 6 months together, let's say you double it, let's say you're making $100,000 right now, and you start to make $100,000 a month. You're making 100,000 a year. Now you're making 100 a month. Next step, if you're making 100 a month, that means you're making $1 million a year. What if the next step is $1 million a month? Right? You can use this same program to get to that next level, because the manifestation process doesn't age. It doesn't change. It's evergreen. It's always going to be the same. You're always going to be self-aware. You're always going to need to get into the spirit. You're then going to need to create new beliefs. You're going to need to get emotionally involved. You're going to need to take some inspired action and practice gratitude. It's going to be the same process, no matter what level of income or life you want to create, right? So you're going to have that for life. You'll have the 6 months of mentorship with me, right? So my goal and what I'm looking for. Hello, Sammy. Hi, babes. How are you? What I want you guys to do is I'm creating a community for you guys. So the 100 people that I want in this program by the start date of 2 days from now, that is going to be the community that you guys have, right? So you have people who are in the program with you, right? You have people who are in the same mindset and the same consciousness as you. So when you step out of this work, when you get done with our mentorship call for that day and you have to go back to your family, it might be difficult for you to stay in the spirit. It might be difficult for you to stay in that energy, because now you're surrounded by people who don't see the same thing that you see. You're surrounded by people who aren't in the program. So you talking about, you want to manifest $40,000 a month, and they're looking at you like, absolutely not. That's not possible. I want you guys to have a community of people who see that possibility, who say, oh, girl, you aiming low too. You need to go for 80,000, right? I want you guys to have that community for networking as well. I'm not creating this program and this mentorship program and all those things for you guys to figure this out on your own. The best way to get to where you want to go is to help somebody else get to where they want to go. So that's the premise that we're working with. Everybody in the community is networking to get you where you want to go, right? Because they know it's not necessarily doing it to be reciprocated, but they know that's how it works. The quote is, if you want to help yourself, help somebody else. If you want to help yourself, help somebody else, right? So the community is going to be for networking, for collaboration, and for masterminding. If you guys have never been in a mastermind before, it's like taking your power, the power of your mind, and multiplying it by 10 different people. So you have 10 different people's manifestation powers literally focused on what you want to do. That is extremely, extremely powerful. Right? So like I said, you'll have the program. It'll be a 24-week program. You'll have lifetime access to it. You'll have 18, right now it's probably going to be 18 lessons on manifestation and business. I'm not just going to teach you guys about the manifestation piece. I want to give you some structure for your business as well. Right? Now, the strategy that you use for business is not as important as how you see yourself. Right? So we're going to focus more on the consciousness, but there is going to be a business aspect to it. And then every week for 24 weeks, you will have a live mentorship session with myself. Ask your question. Get on there with all the energy. You're with other people that are in the energy. That's a very great place to manifest. Right? And then you'll have the actual workbook as well. So we're creating all of this as we go, but you'll have the workbook and the actual program at the end, and you have lifetime access to it. So you can skip around if you need, if you feel like, what, I'm actually good on this area. Let me study this area a little bit because I see me slipping here. You'll always have access to it. And then you have the community, right? My goal for, like I said, is 111 of you guys on Monday. I want a community. I don't want just a sprinkle of people in here, because I want you to have, like I said, everything that I envision. I want you to have the people to reach out to keep you on track, to keep you accountable. Accountability is the insurance policy for success. If you do not have an accountability partner in your life, it's very easy to talk yourself out of doing something you said you were going to do. Okay? So that's as far as the program, right? That's what you're going to get in the program, the actual course. You'll have the live teachings with myself for 6 months, and then you'll have the community that you'll always be in. Now, this is just the start, guys. So don't think that more things aren't coming, because I have some other ideas that I'm putting into place. And, certain people that are in programs, if you're in this type of program, you kind of have access to a lot of other things that I'm going to create, because I know that you know the value of investing in yourself and you really want to make some shit happen. So that opens the door for you to be discounted in certain ways, right? In certain other programs or other communities that I'm creating for you to have access to, right? So right now, right, the program launched for pre-sale. The pre-sale price is $8,888. That is the in full. That means, you know what? Let me just pay it all. Let me get it out of the way. Let me go ahead and invest this very lump sum so I can get this return back, right? Now, the site that I use though, does allow you, well, before I say that, there is a payment plan option as well that I just personally created. So you can do 3 payments of $330 or $3,333. So you can split it up into 3 payments like that. But if you want to do the pre-sale in full of the $8,888, so you want to get the discount for it being pre-sale, because on Monday, the price goes up. You want to get the discount for it being pre-sale, and you want to get the discount for paying in full. There is an Affirm and there is a Klarna option on the site that I use. So you literally can get in at the pre-sale, paid in full price, and not pay that at all. I mean, it's like hundreds of dollars a month that you would pay versus $9,000 almost upfront. So please look into the options that we have, guys. My goal is to, y'all already know what I'm doing. Okay, I want to impact billions of lives. I want to serve billions of people every day through my work as a manifestation leader, right? This is the first step to getting there, right? So I absolutely understand the value of what it is we're creating. And I know that a $9,000 price tag ain't shit compared to what you're going to manifest and what you're going to create. And the amount of transformation that's going to happen in your life, I know it's not, it's actually very minuscule. The use value that you're going to get out of the program versus the cash value outweighs it entirely, right? However, I want to make sure that people that want to be in this program have options. So if you guys do not see an option that works for you on this site, please reach out to me. Please reach out to me. Like I said, my goal is to get you guys into the program. It's not to make the money that I'm going to get from the program. Yeah, that's a great byproduct, of course. I provide service, I get money for it. That's how it works. That's not the purpose of it, though. The purpose is for you guys to get in there, okay, and transform your lives, okay? And to tell people 10 years from now, when you're a multi-millionaire. I took in Simone's course 10 years ago. Girl, I still got the course. I dibble and dabble in it every now and then, and I level up every single time. That's what I want. So I need you in the program. Okay, so please do not be scared by any numbers that you see. I told you guys I invested, when I first started, I invested $17,000 in one sitting in my personal development. For me to get the program to sell and to be a consultant, $17,000. So I'm not telling you guys to do anything that I haven't done. Okay, I've done it multiple times. I just told you I'm in a new mentorship program, had to drop some bands on that as well. Did I have money in my account? I sure didn't, but I made a decision. I said, I am in this program. I am a student in this program. I made the decision and then I found the money. What we get caught up in is we want to make the decision when we get the money. Oh, I'll invest in the course when I get the money. So you're basing a present decision, a present day decision on something happening in the future. Do you see how that's backwards? I'll get into the program when I get the money. Right? If you always put your decisions in the future, they will stay in the future. I can guarantee you that. So make the decision first. I see the value in this program. I see what I can create with it. And if you don't see it, book a call with me. Click the link on my bio and book a call. It'll be a 30-minute call. I will show you exactly. I stand 100% by what I put down, baby. I know it works for everybody, everywhere. Everybody, everywhere. Nobody is exempt. So I'm confident that if you come to me and you tell me what you want, I'm going to tell you exactly how you can get it through this program. 100%. Right? But if you want more information, reach out to me. Let's make it make sense to you. Right? So yeah, so I said all that to say, click the link in my bio. I think it's the first or second link. Okay. The in full right now for pre-sale is $8,888. But again, there is a payment plan of $3,333, 3 months, or do the in full, but at the bottom, you'll see, it'll say Affirm or it'll say Klarna. Click one of those options and figure out which one is the best for you and make this shit happen. 2024, we got 6 months left. Like I said, I strategically placed this program where I placed this so that we would end at the end of the year. Stop playing small with yourself. I had to stop doing it. I don't play small with myself anymore. I go all in. Like I said, I didn't have that money for that program, but I found it. I found it. I'm in this program, so I'm going to find the money. I'm already in the program. I got to find the money. And I found it. You're always going to find the money for what you want. If your car breaks down right now, you're going to find the money to get your car fixed. That's how it works, right? You make the decision and you find the money. So if you guys have questions, please reach out to me. Thank you all for joining. I'm very, very excited. I know shit is up and it's stuck. Okay. And I'm really looking forward to all the transformation, through this program. Like I said, it's something that I created or thought about the first time 4 years ago. I imagined having my own program. And now I'm creating it. So I stand behind everything I say. I 100% believe I'm the best person to help you get where you want to go. I 100% believe I am the most powerful manifestor in the world. And I want to get you to believe it as well. It don't have nothing to do with anybody outside of me. It's how I feel about myself. And I want to get you guys to that state where you feel that you can literally make anything happen with your mind and the actions that you take. Okay. So click the link in my bio. The pre-sale ends Monday at midnight. Monday at midnight, the pre-sale price goes away and the regular price comes up. Still, the use value is still greater than the cash value, but the cash value will go up. For this masterclass though, anybody that watches this masterclass, anybody between now and Monday, let's be clear. If you were on this masterclass, if you're watching it on Zoom, TikTok, YouTube, wherever you're watching it, if you enroll before Monday at midnight, okay, you can use a coupon, a discount, because I'm a little bit more generous, to get $1,111 off of the in full or the pre-sale or the payment plan. So today until Monday, just because I'm having this masterclass, anybody that watches this masterclass, because you won't know unless you watch the masterclass, you can get $1,000 or a little bit over $1,000 off on both programs. So you can get the in full for $7,777, or you can get the payment plan for the $8,888. Okay, so the coupon code is SAVE, all uppercase, and I'll put this somewhere. I'll put it in the chat probably. Actually, I'll put it in the chat on Zoom real quick and then on TikTok. So I have it. But again, if you don't have the coupon code and you don't use it before Monday, I can't help you. Okay, so you have to have heard this on this masterclass somehow, or somebody sent it to you, which is fine with me as long as you use it. Don't make me no different. I just want you to use it because I'm giving it to you. So let me put it in here just so y'all have it. Right? So that's the coupon code. That coupon code is valid until Monday, July 15th at midnight. If you try to use it at 12:01, it will not work. Okay? But that is another just token of my appreciation, right? Of being of service to you guys. I'm gonna knock off some more for you. So you can do the in full or the payment plan and use this code and you'll get $1,111 off. Okay? If you guys have questions, please reach out to me. I'm gonna go back to motherhooding because y'all already know I'm an ease and flow type girl. If you have any questions, please let me know. I am an open book. Book a consultation if you want, book a pre-enrollment session, book whatever you need to book to get clear on how this program is going to benefit you and how you can get into it, right? I want 111 people in this program. I'm not playing with y'all. I'm not joking, okay? But let me know if you guys have questions. I love you all. I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to be of service to y'all. I feel so much better about my program. I'm in a different mindset, so I already know shit is up and it's different this time around. But either way, let me know if you guys have questions. Click the link in my bio, get into the program, use the discount code to get 1,000 off, a little over 1,000 off, and let's make it happen. There's a Klarna and there's an Affirm option. So you can do the pre-sale in full with that discount and still get it for hundreds of dollars a month versus a whole $8,000 all at once, right? But you still get the discount, you still get the perks of using the pre-sale and the paid in full. Okay, I love you all. I will be back. Maybe not tonight because God is telling me to rest and just let you guys come, be open to receive. So I'm probably not going to do too much as far as posting or live. But if you guys have questions, y'all know I'll be on the internet. Let me know. I love you all. I'm going to go about my day, and I cannot wait to see all of you starting July 15th at 11. We will meet on Zoom, and we will meet every Monday at 11. It will be recorded because that is going to be the course that you get to take with you for life after we are finished. Please reach out to me if anything changes, any questions come up, and I would love to answer them. Bye. All right, y'all. We are out of here. Thank you all for joining. Let me know if you have questions. Like I said, if you're watching this on Zoom, you're watching this on YouTube, I will put the coupon code in the comments. But again, if you use it after Monday, July 15th at midnight, it's not going to work. But I do want to give you guys just that extra boost for people that know, their worth, and people that know that they're ready to make a decision. They want to make some shit happen. I want to reward you for your decision making. So let me know if you guys have any questions, but this has been fun. I cannot wait to do another masterclass in the future. But for right now, you guys be blessed. Practice gratitude, find something to be grateful for. I will see you all Monday, July 15th at 11 a.m.